Hello and welcome back, everybody. DL here, and well, as you can see directly in front of me, the DPS simulator has finally updated. We finally have tier 2 weapons, and Jesus Christ, Galax, just Jesus Christ, first of all. But either way, and with this DPS sim update, we also now have Gala Laxi, Summer Sinoa, and Summer Norwin all nice and updated, and now I know exactly where they each stand. And well, I'm just gonna say this right now: they're all pretty damn good. All right, all three are very good actually. So yeah. But by the way, I'm going to be going a little more in depth in them. Just so you enjoy, feel free to subscribe to stay up to date. Feel free to join the Discord down below, where we just hang out and we help out other people. But either way, let's just hop right in. I'm going to start off with the two win ones actually, right? Because I already have a Gala Laxi video, so she will be very fast, right? So here's Summer Sinoa at almost 40, which is actually pretty damn nice. Honestly, has Aerial for the faster S1 spam, Wand Print, obviously Flames of Hate because Poison. The buff time, which benefits her S2 immensely actually, mainly because her S2 lasts 30 seconds, which is great. Eleanor for even more skill haste, and Poison Edge, that she can poison more frequently. The Den Blade just for increased strength. Weapon S3 is the strength, and Quran has a poison punisher and defense down built in. So now going a little more in depth with the Summer Sinoa, very quick. Her S1, it does inflict poison, which in turn grants a lot more usage out of Eleonora, as well as the skill haste. And actually her SP cost is actually pretty damn low actually. So yeah, she can use her S1 a lot. I haven't seen gameplay, I don't own her, but based off of what I've heard from other people, she is very strong. What I've heard most people do is they use two S1s then into one S2. The reason for this would be because she would have two stacks of overload, which is off her S1. There it is. Which is off her S1. She'll then give herself two buffs, and that'll either be critical damage or critical rate. Now, just if you want to, you could go for three S1s, then into one S2. That way you can apply every single buff to the entire team. But however, I feel like that might be a little long. But however, once again, I don't own her, so maybe the Tobias helps immensely with that. So yeah, then the skill damage, determination, pretty much just increases her damage with the overload on the S1, more skill damage, and freeze res, which is great for this Omega actually, which, well, I will be making a video on the Omega tomorrow. I did beat it, but holy shit. But, now as for how meta she is a very good support unit as well as a DPS unit. She's an amazing hybrid. She utilizes Aerial very well. I think she's the best wind wand right now. All right, that's obviously not Noelle. She is just an amazing wand that comes at the 5-star rarity. So overall, that's my final synopsis on Sinoa. So now moving on to Summer Norwin. Obviously the Agito, value for the skill damage, dagger prints. Now, Plaguebringer is interesting because how the DPS sim has him, it has him spamming his S2. I'll get to that in a quick bit. Let me drink some water real quick. Forgive me, I woke up. Alright. So, Linyo for the Flurry Strength, Dragonule, Zanefried for the chain, as well as the regular Coab, then just a Blade, then obviously Weapon S3, and obviously Koron, because a lot of people love Koron. So, when it comes to Norwin, alright, let's actually go to him real quick, right? The DPS sim has him spamming his S2. This is dangerous for him because it drains his HP when he uses his phase 4 off of his S2. That is very dangerous because he loses like what, 20% HP? Yes. Cause them to take 20% of their own HP as damage for each stack of Doleful Spirit. That is very difficult because of Ciela existing. Because Ciela is the endgame boss and her having unavoidable AoE attacks, this is not recommended for spamming S2s. So technically, technically, Norwin being this high is technically false. But however, he is still really damn strong though. He's still really, really strong, especially because of this actually. Just that flurry HP regen is honestly amazing. What I would recommend doing is well, you still starting with the S2, but you alternate, right? You do S2, S1, S2, S1. That's what I would recommend. That way you are still getting off more damage overall. Wait, right? Wait, no, you would just be getting the energize, which in turn can help everybody else, and also therefore you don't have to deal with the HP loss nearly as much. I mean, well, you could always run a healer. You could always run a healer, but you would have to be careful because I know 4 DPS rooms exist in Ciela. So definitely do be careful with him. He can be pretty strong, but yeah, you just have to play carefully. And well, one other thing to note that I didn't mention earlier, the S2 and the S1 have the exact same SP cost, so you can very easily alternate between the two without any worries. Also has crit rate, I mentioned the flurry HP regen, freeze res, which was again great on the Agito, poison punisher, which is great, and also energy skill haste, which is another reason why him being energized is great actually. He'll get 25% skill haste when he's energized. So it's 5% per energy level, which is nice. It just makes him run a little bit faster. But yeah, now as for how meta he is no doubt the best Wind Dagger. He is no doubt about that, alright? Where even is Wind Dagger? The next highest is... Wait, I can just set that. The next highest is Su Feng. So he's definitely the best Wind Dagger. There are no questions about that. No questions. His Chain Club is very nice for units who do want to operate on lower HP. So technically himself, that can work very well. But he does require learning, a lot of learning. But as for how meta he is, like Hawk, Leaf, Tobias exist, Silas exists, Linyo is still really strong. I would say he's nice, but I wouldn't say he overtakes everybody else. Especially when it comes to 2 pubs. He definitely doesn't overtake anybody, but I would say he's not exactly shunned either. That's what I will say. You can use him, you can find success, but he's a little more difficult. Let's just put it at that. But alright, so there's one done. So now let's move on to fire. And hey! We have overtaken Marth. Marth has been overtaken. Because holy shit. Well, in pure numbers at least, right? Let me say that right now before I get comments. In pure numbers, Gala Laxi technically has overtaken Marth. Alright? However, I still feel like Marth does have a lot more usage because of his cheese potential versus Laxi, who's just disgusting. Now that when it comes to her kit, I actually pretty much nailed her kit nearly dead on, alright? Agito tier 2, Gala Mars, Twinful Bonds, Burn Punisher Print, Marth, Blade. But the reason why they have Serena on here is because of her flurry devastation off of her chain clap. It's technically 2% more critical rate than Ezreal's. However, I prefer Ezreal because of that combo time. That's me personally, but that's just me speaking. So Halloween Mim is not optimal on her. Oh well. Then Weapon S3 obviously. Then Rain's S4. Well, it's free and damage. I would like another sip, so give me a minute. There we go. Drink water. All right. So now I do already have a video about how to main Gala Laxi. So feel free to check that out. It was like 2 days ago at this point. So just go to my channel and look it. And yeah. so her S1 it does just damage, then Eden mode, it then does more hits, and it does more hits in Eden mode and also burns as well. And also Eden mode, it will grant the Fig effect, 20 seconds. Fig will automatically fire every 1/3 of a second, dealing flame damage per hit. This is automatic damage, not make and skill damage, so that's why people like to prioritize strength, crit rate with her over skill damage, because the extra hits, they don't count as skill damage. Then during Eden mode, the skill changes to a natural skill. You deal 4 hits of just damage. So yeah. So Eden mode, that's a lot of fun because Eden mode, you can get pretty crazy with it thanks to the Resonant Hearts, which will grant her 3 reservoir charge bars, in which, well, you can fill by standard attacks, 4 strikes, and then dash attacks. Once again, you have 3 bars. First bar is defense, second bar is skill damage, and third bar is strength, with increasing CP per. One thing to note about the hearts is that when you enter Eden mode, you don't gain this bar, right? When you enter Eden mode, you're stuck with what you got. So therefore, in my opinion, it's preferred to do Eden mode when you have this strength 15%. That way you're making the most out of every single hit in Eden mode. Then also, when Eden mode wears out, all the charge gauges will deplete. So definitely do keep that in mind when using her. Now then, obviously, Sudden Sleep, great for Volk. That's great for Volk in general. Now then, Critical Frenzy, 4% every 15 hits up to 3 times, and 4% to critical damage every time you crit. So yeah, she can get pretty nuts on critical damage very quickly, and she also has standard attacks. So yeah, she can hit for pretty good numbers, like really good numbers. What else? Oh yes. Here is something that I love. All right, they actually flat out put in multipliers for standard and delay attacks. All right, and this is why you would want delayed. All right, so first of all, the standard is the dash jump down. That's for standard. That's the spamming one. 2 hit, 2 hit, 2 hit, 2 hit, 1 hit. And we'll each obviously have these percentages. And the SP gains are all right here as well. So now if we were to go to delayed, it does have less, but however you're getting over twice as much hits, alright? So let's take a combo 4 for example. He's at a 48% damage times 2, so that's 96%. Now if we were to take combo 4 again, 27. No. Let's do combo 3. 25 times 5. That's 125%. That is a lot more damage. That's a lot more damage. Just for being a little patient and not spamming, which is pretty damn good. And also the SP gain as well. All right, you're gaining about this much SP. I don't know if it's total or per hit, but regardless, the combo 4 is nuts in and of itself. As a matter of fact, each of these has more SP gain than their counterparts. So for example, combo 1 and combo 2 have 174 SP gain. Meanwhile, 216. It's already greater. So yes. If you want to main Gala Laxi, I highly recommend you learn the delayed. I highly recommend it. It just makes her so much better. And honestly, delayed is so much more fun too. All right, it's so much more fun. And well, yeah. Here are some force strikes and dash attack. But just if you're curious, I didn't play too much with those, but definitely standard and delayed. I definitely want to emphasize that. Definitely try delayed if at all possible. And also feel free to watch my video as well. That way you get a first-hand experience at just how well she does. I was able to get her to hit 600k once on my test runs, which is funny as shit. But yeah, though, overall, how meta is Gala Laxi? Meta. She is now the best fire dagger. Because she doesn't burn consistently, a Master Volk will not burn out on burns. I mean, burn cap on burns. So yeah, if anything, a Gala Laxi is a much safer option. And also, she's just nuts. She's great. She's so much fun to use. She can take care of the wolves, actually, no problem. And yeah, overall, she's just a very fun unit. And she's meta, so why not? Just what you're doing her, I would still recommend you work her up, even for not meta purposes, because this is standard attack damage. This is used on quite a bit of units, and this is very unique. Only Tiki has it, so just if you don't own Tiki, I would definitely recommend 50ing her just for this alone, because this is very good on a lot of units. Once again, but either way, I would say that's it for this video, actually. I just wanted to talk about these three. I could actually talk about Sakia very quick. Sakia, in short, will never overtake Ariel or Vayu. Like, just look at this. Garland's recommended on Melody. Okay, I actually never knew that one. And Granzel. Why is Garland here? Jeez. Alright. Alright, cool. So yeah, though, see, Sakia isn't used on a lot of units, none for meta reasons, but however, she's still fun. Summer Mane, well, Ranzel exists, so that's enough of that, but either way, thank you all for coming by. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe once again, join the Discord down below, and I will see you all in the next video, which I don't know what I'll do, so see ya.